Welcome to the Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun.
Whatevs.
What do you think Santa Claus would say?
Santa Claus would say you've been a bad girl. You're on the naughty list.
Sounds like my husband. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Sick.
Gross.
I thought you said this episode was going to be a clean one.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
This is for kids. We're talking about Santa Claus.
Start over.
So I pulled up, of course, ChatGPT. We
Love
it. We love it as much as TikTok on the show.
Yeah.
And so I brought up all information points, like the history of Santa Claus, and I have a quiz for you.
Ooh.
And should we tell everybody who's here?
Bestie.
Hi, Bestie! Yay!
Hi.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Everybody grab a drink and cheers to listen to us.
Cheers.
Except if you're working. Grab 2 drinks.
Yeah, don't do that. Well, maybe.
Maybe a shot.
Maybe if you don't like your job. Maybe if you work at a bar.
I feel like my phone hears my thoughts because I'll be scrolling through
It absolutely does.
Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, and all of a sudden a funny corporate video or manager video will come up, and I'm just like, wow, that's totally what I was thinking today.
Weird.
So what do? I send it to you and Rockstar and the other one that we work with, and I'm just like, this is funny. Ha ha ha. So you want to hear about Santa Claus?
I want to hear about Santa Claus.
Originated from St. Nicholas.
Yes.
Did you know that?
The shoes.
4th
shoes?
century Christian bishop in Myra, modern day Turkey. Known for his kindness and generosity, St. Nicholas became a symbol of giving and care for children and the poor.
What about Krampus?
Yeah, let's find that out. We're going to find that out. What
he
is
takes
that?
bad kids and puts them in a burlap bag.
So didn't they just do the Krampus parade? Where they have the big...
I see it all year long on TikTok, so I don't know when it is.
I don't see it now. It's going to be on my
It'll
TikTok.
be on your
Let me
TikTok.
Yeah, it will
now.
be. I feel like
Yeah.
I just saw it last week, and they were having the parades and
They're
stuff.
creepy looking.
They're creepy, but very... I was intrigued. It's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
So those are
pretty
for the
cool.
bad kids.
Bad
Krampus
kids.
is for the bad kids, okay,
Yeah.
and the bad spirits. Like,
Yeah.
you don't be bad, or they're going to come get you and put you in
Yeah.
a burlap. Look at my glasses.
Yeah.
So the Dutch influence brought the tradition of Sinterklaas to America, where the name evolved into Santa Claus. So the modern day poem from Clement Clarke Moore, A Visit from St. Nicholas, was from 1822. Introduced key features like reindeer, the sleigh, and Sally's and Santa's jolly demeanor.
Sally's jolly.
So now I feel like I have to go look up this poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas from 1822, and see what it's about. You know, I'm going to say something else, too. We were just talking to my mom over Thanksgiving. Thank you. You're going to look the poem up. Cass is going to say it for us. And we were talking about A Christmas Carol. And I know that has nothing to do with Santa Claus because it's the 3 ghosts for those, that come to visit and stuff. Past, present, and future.
A Visit from St. Nicholas is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Went all through the house.
Oh, I feel like we should have known that.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't
Yeah.
even thinking about that. Because I never thought that it was called A Visit from St. Nicholas.
It's routinely referred to as The Night Before Christmas, and 'Twas the Night before Christmas.
Okay.
Because that's its first line.
Okay.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah,
I freaking love that. I love that poem. I feel like I could recite it. I have it memorized.
I would like to hear that now, now.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house. Not a creature was stirring.
Not even a mouse.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds.
With visions of sugar plums dancing in their heads.
Along came a...
No. Oh,
yeah, and
I in my
kerchief and Mama in her cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out of the something there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away from the window and flew off in the sash.
That's it. That's all I know.
That was pretty good. I was not expecting that. I'm blown
That was
away.
pretty good.
Do you think all our listeners were hoping we would know it all?
Yeah, probably. I gotta
And
go
to
look it
all
up.
good night.
I'm
How about
sitting
that?
here, eyes wide the whole time. Like, wait,
Wait, how do they really know this?
You know what we used to do is we would do ornament exchange, and whenever you said the word "the," you would pass.
Yes, we've done that
Oh.
before.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good family.
What
fun
does your
family thing.
shirt say?
I like them real thick and sprucey.
Did you wear that especially for tonight?
Yes,
I love
I plan my outfits accordingly.
Yes.
Yes.
Thomas Nast, I believe that's how you say it.
Okay.
Nasts, N-A-S-T.
N-A-S-T.
From 1881, his illustrations further solidified Santa's image with the red suit, white beard, and round belly.
Oh, I figured it was Coca-Cola that made all that up.
Ooh, that comes up here.
Ooh.
Hayden Sundblom's, I'm sorry, I probably say every single word wrong.
That's all right.
S-U-N-D-B-L-O-M, which is why I spell them.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola ads in, do you know what year it was?
We talked about this.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember?
Nope.
Yes, you do. Guess.
1934.
Yeah. Gave Santa his globally recognized look.
What year was it?
1930s, it says.
Is that
Yeah,
really?
yeah. No, I knew you were
Oh.
right. I knew you were going to be right.
Shit.
Ridiculous. She's brilliant. She just shows
I don't
up.
know about that.
I just text her, Santa. Okay. She comes in with all her knowledge. Do you have any Santa traditions, Bestie?
Not really. We had a tradition for a while with my husband where for all the nieces and nephews, he would dress up like Santa and come in every Christmas, but not with my own kids and not when I was growing up. Just the typical, Santa brings your presents after you go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think we ever had Santa visit us when we were little.
Okay.
Although one time we were convinced there was footprints outside and a carrot chewed up.
Oh,
yeah,
cute.
Yeah.
So
We
I
were
was the
convinced.
extreme mom. Like I did all of that. I
Really?
made sure there were footprints. There was flour by
gosh.
the fireplace. Like where it looked
Well,
like.
fancy fireplace. We never had no fireplace. I was
Yeah.
like, how does
I
Santa
mean, we
even
had
get
a
in here?
fireplace because we didn't have heat. That was
Yeah.
our heat. So, but
Yeah.
it wasn't for Santa.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a fireplace as a kid, but he always just filled our stockings in the living room. So I'm not sure. I think we just
Yeah.
talked about him coming through the back door. There was one time. Do I have someone here?
No.
Oh, we have some other guests coming, maybe.
Maybe.
One time I put a package in the fireplace and it was nothing that the kids would have asked for. And so it was like we had to figure out who this package
Stop
was supposed to
it.
go to. And I mean, I was the
Oh.
extreme mom.
You are extreme.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have never
It
thought
was
of that.
rough when they found out
I'm
because
too tired for that.
no, you're not because you do Penny
You do
the
Elf
Elf
on
or
the
what
Shelf.
what are they called?
Yeah.
What is yours called?
Elf on a Shelf.
No,
but what's the
he
name?
doesn't have a name.
Oh, so her name was Sparkles.
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 That
Yeah.
was last year, apparently, though. Not cool anymore. And my daughter has changed it to Candy Cane.
Oh,
This year we have
and they're
Candy
allowed
Cane.
to do that,
Too.
right? They can change names every
I
year.
guess. They can
I
do whatever the
mean,
hell they want.
Yeah.
They've got the magic.
Yeah.
And this year, Candy Cane brought along Happy. That's what my son named his elf.
Oh.
Happy
Oh,
the
wait.
elf.
So
There's two elves.
each kid gets an elf?
Yeah.
Not always, but some houses, yes. Depends. Some kids might need more supervision,
Oh.
see if they're being naughty or
Wait,
nice.
tell me the whole story. We never did this with ours. I think it came after they
yeah,
were
that's
older.
still
So
pretty new.
tell me all about this.
I don't really know. I feel like a lot of families just do it their own way. So there's a book,
Oh.
and it tells you the story of what happens, and basically just Santa sends these elves down to keep an eye on the children, make sure that they're behaving, and sometimes they might get into some mischief, and every night they report back to the North Pole to let Santa know how the children were for the day.
Yeah.
So
But the elves are always being naughty.
I was just going to say, but
Yeah.
the elves are the ones being naughty, right?
Yeah.
Is to show the kids
Oh.
not to do what the elves are doing?
I feel like it's like they try to blame it on the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
shouldn't
like-
say exactly, but yes, some families do that. So I try to keep it a little bit less naughty and more just fun and silly things that
Yeah.
the elf do because
yeah,
I
you do
don't
a great
want
job.
to model that for my kids to do naughty things.
Sure,
Yeah.
of course. Because kids are going to find their own thing to
Yeah.
do anyways. But, that's neat. That's very
I've seen
neat.
parents cut up their kids' pajamas and shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
shouldn't
I
say
know
it.
there's
I mean,
some
the elf
extreme
did.
out there. Yeah.
Elf did it.
And,
Yes,
and is it,
exactly.
so yours are allowed to touch elf, though,
yeah,
right?
So I would say 99% of families do that. You can't touch the elf or it loses its magic, but my son's a little bit too feral for that. So I just allow them to touch the elf, and I just let them know you can't touch other kids' elves, and other kids might not be able to touch their elf. Just remember that every house has their own elf magic.
Yeah.
Wow, what a cool thing.
Yeah. I personally have no children. I think it's what a nuisance.
Me right now, I would be like, the energy to think of that stuff would just be too much for me.
You can go on TikTok and buy a whole kit. It's 24 days of elf
pre-planned
mischief.
stuff. Comes with like accessories or whatever.
Well, that's good because then you
Don't
don't
let
have
your
to think
kids
about
listen to this episode. They're gonna know.
I told you guys a couple days ago. I'm like, we're gonna make it so that kids could listen. I've already ruined it by saying.
I'll say shit right now, and then you won't let your kids listen to it. What? No swearing.
You want to take a little fun quiz?
Yes.
Excuse my funny glasses here. Test your Santa knowledge. Are you
Ooh,
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. We may have already mentioned a few things.
Is this a competition? Is there a prize?
There is.
Can we have like a
Can we use our phones? Can we phone a friend?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You get one lifeline.
Phone a friend, and your phone starts ringing.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
What country is credited with the modern image of Santa Claus?
She just said it. Dutch.
The
Deutschland.
United States.
Oh. I thought you said it was Danish.
I'm only laughing because I didn't know it all. So.
I thought you said Danish was the one that gave him the red suit and shit.
The Dutch brought the tradition
Dutch.
of Sinterklaas,
His name.
Sinterklaas or whatever, to America.
So basically his
which
name
then
and
the
a
name
given
evolved
guy.
to Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
So it was a trick question to start off with because
Okay.
you already got the 1930s from
All
Coca-Cola,
right.
okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Oh, hold on. Okay. One moment, please. My session expired on ChatGPT. Oh, man, seriously? I got to log back in? You know, technology. What would we do with and without it?
I don't know. I would probably read more.
I would definitely read more.
Now I got to find my place.
Or sleep more.
Yeah, you'd probably sleep more because you
What
wouldn't be
was
up
Santa
all night.
Claus originally called in the Netherlands?
Saint Nick.
Say it one more time.
What was Santa Claus originally called in the Netherlands? I just said it.
Claus.
Sinterklaas.
Sinterklaas.
Shucks. Yeah, we're not doing too hot this week.
We are not retaining.
Okay, so you said 1934, but I have the actual year here. In what year did Coca-Cola first use Santa Claus in its holiday advertisements?
Was I-
1939.
Oh. Was I above or below?
What?
Well,
You did not say there was multiple
you
choice.
spit out your answer.
1939, you said? It's less than that.
Is it between? I'll go 1935.
1931.
Dang.
1931. You were close. Both were close. Do you know do you remember who the artwork was from?
Shit.
I spelled it for you.
Sunderblom.
There you go. Sunblom.
Good job.
What is the name of Santa's residence in the Arctic?
The North Pole.
Ding, 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 ding.
Residents. I was not thinking you said residents. I was thinking you said relatives.
Okay, so this is a 2-pointer.
Okay.
Total number of Santa's reindeer. Think about it because the listeners need to think about it. But we're basing it on the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas. Okay, so maybe that's different.
So it's not Rudolph. So it's 8.
Right, exactly. It's 8. So can you name them all?
Do you recall? Can you?
No.
You know Donner and Dasher and Dancer and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid and shit.
You said so.
That is not the name of a reindeer.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid and Prancer and Vixen. But do you recall
the most famous
reindeer of all?
I won't be singing this episode.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
That was close.
You were close. I think that's the way it goes. I don't know. When did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer join Santa's team?
Like what year?
Yeah. Close to your Coca-Cola guess.
It is?
Close to my guess. So like
Because I'm thinking of the claymation movies that we all watched.
Oh.
Those were
okay,
like
so
in the
I'll
60s
let me help
or
you with this. It
70s.
was
No,
created.
the first one.
Oh.
Way older than that.
Created as part of a promotional booklet for Montgomery Ward. So I'm sure that should help, right? Yeah.
That does not help me at all.
Montgomery Wards. Buy your home in Montgomery Wards. So you said it's close to Coca-Cola?
It was 1939. It was Coca-Cola. it was your Coca-Cola guess.
I was going to say 1940, so I would have been wrong again.
I can't play you like that.
What year did those weird movies come out, though, that we watch every year?
Oh,
They're not
19.
weird. They are
I
wonderful.
have no idea.
Oh.
Yeah. What does Santa leave for naughty children in many traditions?
A lump of coal.
Yes. Do you know that
coal.
that's the exact answer? A lump of coal. I just thought that was cool. Usually we just kind of
You get double points for that one because you said the exact answer.
I'm not sure if you know this, but I've heard it in movies before. What is the name of Santa in Italy, and when does he bring gifts?
That's Saint Nick in Italy, no?
Papa Natale.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that from
I had
the
a
Santa
feeling.
Claus
I had a
movie.
feeling.
Because he's like, Papa Natale.
Yeah. He
don't
brings
remember
gifts on
that. I remember
Christmas.
Popo, Gigio.
Oh,
Papa,
Papa
yeah,
Gigio.
from Santa Claus. Yeah.
That's right. That is what
It
he
says,
says.
but La Befana, a witch, delivers gifts on the
What?
Epiphany,
What?
which is January 6th. I've never heard of that. We'll have to ask Steve about that for the Italian side. I don't know. Babbo Natalia, whatever, however you say it. I can't believe I'm going to Italy and I can't say that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to have to learn that day.
Yeah.
What is the average age children stop? Hold on. Everyone close your ears if there's children. When do they stop believing?
9.
I was like 7.
Between 6 and 9. So you
Yeah.
were right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine were a little bit older than that.
Yeah. Well, that's because you did too much.
I know, but yeah.
I think I was definitely younger.
Let me tell you, it's easier when they're younger to tell them. It was a tough one for
Yeah.
us because it was like, wait, what? You know,
Yeah.
it was tough.
I knew because I recognized my mom's handwriting.
For me, oh gosh, if my mom listens, she'll be crushed. It's because they have a walk-in closet. And so we looked behind the door and I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. This is everything I asked for.
I feel like, I wonder what the percentages of that happens that you find it and you're like, wait, that was in the closet.
Yeah.
Now it's here.
What do you mean you don't believe in Santa? I still believe in
No,
Santa.
I believe. Ding, 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 ding. I can still hear the bell. Can you still hear the bell?
It's ringing right now.
My ears are ringing.
Can't you guys hear it?
Which U.S. city hosts the largest annual
New York.
Do you know what I was going to ask?
Parade.
Santa-themed bar crawl.
Oh.
Milwaukee.
Wow.
It's called SantaCon. But you're right. It's New York.
Is it
New York does all the fun stuff,
go.
don't they?
Dang, I figured
Let's
it'd
go
be
to
Milwaukee.
SantaCon.
Once you said bar crawl, I was like, got to be Wisconsin.
They're probably coming second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but she said largest, so it has to be like a large
Yeah.
population.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true,
Yeah.
true. And
Yeah.
cities always have the larger
Yeah.
population. It's so true. What is the most popular cookie? Wait, I'm going to do this as a
Ooh.
two-part.
Okay.
What is the most popular cookie left out for Santa? Which cookies would you leave out for Santa?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to do it as a two-part. So what do you think? And what is it paired with? Obviously, I shouldn't say
We
obviously.
know milk.
Maybe, yes. But what would be the number
Cass,
one?
you go first. What's your...
I'd say sugar cookie is probably the most popular.
Which one would you leave out?
Sugar cookie.
Okay.
I would say gingerbread is the most popular,
Ooh.
and I would leave out sugar cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it says chocolate chip cookies. But I would leave out sugar cookie as well,
Oh.
or gingerbread.
Well, see, we just proved that wrong.
I just feel like gingerbread is a Santa cookie, is it not?
It is a winter cookie,
I feel
right?
like it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like I only hear about, even though they sell it year round.
Yeah.
What's the windmills? Those are ginger flavoring, right? The windmills.
I believe so. Yes.
I feel like they're year round, but I feel like we see them on the end caps and,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
gingerbread, everything
yeah.
just around this time.
Yeah.
What postal service accepts and responds to letters addressed to Santa?
The USPS.
North of us. Think north of us.
Oh, Canadian?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Canada Post.
Wait, so they respond?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With the address of, so those that are listening, Santa Claus, North Pole, ho, 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 Canada.
Get out of here.
I had to read that because it says HOH space OHO, comma, Canada. So I had to read that. I'm like, ha, oh, ha, ha, oh, ha, Canada.
Maybe that's a place. We should look it up.
Probably is.
We should try that. Let's try that. So Santa Claus, North Pole,
Plol.
ho, 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 Canada. Wow, that's kind of cool.
And then you can send a letter and they'll send one back.
Yeah.
Do you think they just print up millions of them and just write in a name?
Maybe.
Dear blank.
I mean, that would be a great idea because I'm sure they
Yeah.
receive, I don't know. Well, we have to stat it. Is it millions? Maybe.
Probably.
I think you might like this next question with the answer.
Yeah.
But I'm asking both of you.
Okay.
Which popular Christmas movie claims that Santa's sleigh is powered by the belief in him?
Which popular
There's a lot.
Christmas movie?
There's Elf.
That's
There's
it.
Christmas
That's it.
Chronicles.
Elf is the answer.
Come on. There's so many. Wasn't Santa Claus powered?
That's what I was thinking was the Santa
Yeah.
Claus.
Yeah.
There's so many.
But that one really focuses on,
It really does.
because they had to sing.
They had to sing. To
and the
bring-
one wasn't singing.
the
James
Christmas cheer.
Caan, right? He wasn't
Yeah.
singing. So as soon as he started singing,
I need
Yeah.
to watch that again.
I'm
what
singing.
year? I'm in a store and I'm singing. I'm in a store and I'm singing.
I do love Elf.
Elves don't sing. Yes, I do. We sing when we make toys. Anyway, what year is Elf?
Oh, shit. 2011.
Earlier.
I was gonna say older.
Really?
Dang, I'm
I'm
gonna say
old.
2008.
2003.
Dang.
2003. Holy
Wow.
That movie's 20 years old.
Does that make it a classic then?
I'm fucking
Shush.
old.
Now it's
I'm
not kid-friendly.
old.
Oh, stop. Look who you're talking to. Well, I guess we're both 39. You're younger. You're younger.
You're only 34.
and a half.
All right, one more question.
I'm catching up.
What year did Macy's first include Santa Claus in
Oh,
their
boy.
Thanksgiving Day Parade? Oh, I watched that this year with Julia. I love the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Love all parades, and I love Miracle on 34th Street, the movie about the Macy's Day Parade.
So then you know what year.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
I feel like you would. I feel like
No.
you're going to guess, and you're going to be right.
1942.
What's
your guess,
I'm gonna say
bestie?
1934 again.
I knew you were going to be right, but
Why?
listen, it's 1924. You
Oh,
flipped the
dang
numbers. You flipped the numbers.
Dang.
What year did you say?
34.
You were closer.
She copied me. I said 1934.
You said 40.
You said
Oh,
40.
did I?
Yes, you did.
Good God, I'm old. I can't comprehend anything anymore.
Oh gosh. So he has so many different names, right? But I am probably going to
What's the Papa one? Say it. Papa Giorgio.
Papa Giorgio. Where is that one? I don't even see it in here. I
No?
can't believe it.
The hell.
Was it made
So
up for the
Kris
movie?
Kringle, which is KK, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Kris
yes.
Kringle derives from German Chris Kindle,
Of
which reminds
course
me
it's
of the
German.
Chicago
Oh, yes.
Chris Kindle mark. Oh God. Originally referred to as the Christ child. Stop it.
No. You walked right into the.
I didn't. ChatGPT is sharing things. Santa Claus with a K for the claus is Spain.
Oh, Lord.
A version of Santa Claus introduced in modern times. Oh my God. Bestie's looking up something.
Looking up, I don't know if it's Popo Gigio or if it's Topo Gigio now. I'm
Popo
confused, but I've always
Gigio.
said Popo Gigio.
Gigio
reference.
from the Santa Claus. Let's find out. Topo Gigio was a cute mouse-like character known for its soft-spoken voice.
Aw.
In the Santa Claus, the mention of Popo Gigio is a playful and slightly absurd moment that adds to Scott Calvin's comedic disbelief. See, now I always thought that was a name for Santa Claus, and it's not.
Me too. That's
Right?
what I'm saying.
How
I've always said
sad.
it, like jokingly.
I'm never watching that movie again. Just kidding. I love all three of them.
I love
watch
all
it,
of
next
them.
week.
Yeah, right. I will absolutely watch that one.
I'm
but I
pretty
didn't
sure
know
we watched
that.
at least one, maybe two this week.
So you both shared. No, you didn't.
What?
You shared your cute Santa Claus pictures. I just want to talk about
have any.
this. So I didn't do it with my kids, even though we had fun here at the house. I think my mom may have taken them to go see Santa, but we always had. So Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg has a huge display for Santa. It's got a big like igloo, and it's amazing. The globe, the globe. And it's amazing. It's amazing little. Of course, you have to spend, $5,000 for a picture with this Santa.
Jesus.
We never took our kids to see Santa. We called them taking Santa pictures, but we would actually take it on the second floor where you could see his setup, because I did not want my children sitting on a man's lap.
So I never thought of that.
I never did
From day one, I was like, no man's going to hold my baby.
My concern was just that my child was going to pee on them.
Well, I've seen Santa drop kids too, like holding on to a couple kids and one kind of wiggles and he just bleep.
I sent you the picture of my kids. Their one picture that they have with Santa.
First of all, your children are so cute.
Thank you. That's, give their my husband credit for
stop.
that.
Okay, stop.
They didn't even have the option to sit on his lap, I don't think. They had a bench, and it was automatic. The kids were seated, like whoever was coordinating, seated them next to Santa, all the kids that I saw.
That's good.
So I don't know if that's
not a thing
anymore.
Clearly somebody else thought the same.
And that's why they had the bench next. Yeah.
I can't remember. I know I only remember taking my nephews to see the Easter Bunny. I do not remember taking them to see Santa.
Do they sit on the Easter Bunny's lap?
Usually I feel like the Easter Bunny's standing, but I think I have seen occasionally where the Easter Bunny's sitting.
Yeah, I think the Easter Bunny was sitting, but I think, again, they had a bench.
So here's my next question with this whole thing. Do they background check all these people?
Probably not. I was right all along. Have you ever watched Bad Santa? The movie Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I imagine the people who want to be Santa act like. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's some very nice people out there who want to be Santa.
Yes.
Well, weren't you guys there when we had the one guy at the place where we worked that he would do it every year? He was just a super friendly, super nice old guy. I know Shannon would remember him.
They all are. No.
Yeah.
Little too friendly, if you ask me. No, I don't remember that.
We quit doing it a long time ago, but they might be bringing it back this year.
Oh, boy.
So I just wanted to talk about a couple of these things, too, because we're a retail podcast, and it's Santa in retail and the key points of it. So historically, retailers began featuring Santa Claus in stores as early as the late 19th century. So what is that? Late 1800s? Or do we go the other way? No, right.
No, yeah. Because the 1800s is the 19th century. The 1900s
so
is
late
the 20th
1800s
century.
with department stores like Macy's integrating Santa meet and greets to attract families. It's all about sales.
Wow.
Come see Santa and number one, buy a picture, and number two, go buy everything else like an ornament and all that.
Oh my
kind
God,
of
I
stuff,
just
right?
think of Christmas Story where he kicks him down the slide.
Yeah. You shoot your eye out, kid.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
A football. What's a football?
That's a creepy Santa. He was a creepy Santa.
I think he was supposed to be, according to the kids, right? Because the kids were screaming and stuff.
Right.
And then, of course, it mentions again that Macy's first included Santa in their Thanksgiving Day parade in 1924, cementing the tradition of Santa, like the kids all wait for Santa. Photo opportunities, Santa meet and greet sessions started mid-20th century. So we had him show up to Macy's and to stores late 19th century, and then a camera was developed, and then it was mid-20th century that they started taking pictures with Santa.
So I remember one time my sister had Santa call over the internet, right? Like a Zoom call.
Oh, my gosh.
For my nephews, right? She did it really for my youngest nephew, and he's like, oh, have you been a good boy? And all my youngest nephew did was like, my brother's been being bad and he's been being mean to me. But it's like a pre-recorded thing, you know? So like, he doesn't answer you, you know? And he's like, hey, he didn't even answer me. Like,
don't you guys have this recorded? I think I've seen it.
Oh,
yeah, she puts it on Facebook every year.
Every year.
That's so
It's so funny.
Aww.
It's so funny.
I'm older, so we had phone calls.
Oh.
Not over not over face to face, like Zoom calls or whatever. What happens if you go to Zoom Santa and you can't? You just say it's a storm up at the North Pole?
Well, I mean, I don't feel like kids would question that because you're like not supposed to see them anyways, But you do, right? Yeah, you go to the store and see him. But see, we were always told that's not the real Santa.
Oh,
He's a
Santa's helper.
Yeah.
Everyone in the department stores are
Yeah.
Santa's helpers, right?
Yeah.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the department stores. So
Stores featuring
Fancy Meredith over here.
you agreed.
Stores featuring Santa experiences report increased foot traffic during the holiday season, which makes
absolutely.
sense.
Obviously.
And
All over my social media, people are asking, "Hey, where's Santa going to be this weekend?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Santa going to be?"
Yeah.
They experience significant boosts in holiday sales, which
Boosts.
makes sense.
Yeah. All the food courts at the mall.
Yeah.
They're like, shit, we better make twice as much Chinese food. Because what would you eat if you went to the mall? You had to go to the food court when you were at the mall, right?
Oh my God, I got to give you this story while she's thinking about this. We used to go to Gurney Mills Mall years and years ago. And we all know I have stomach issues. That's why we have the other podcast. And I love smoothies and shakes, but every frickin' time I would go to the place that was at Gurney Mills to get a smoothie, I could barely make it home. It would just like run right through me.
Well,
The place in the food court or the corner place?
And not like 10 years food court on the right side. You know, I would always go into by the movie theater and then go right. Okay.
Everybody always went in by the movie
Yeah,
theater.
right.
Not me. I go on the other side.
Really?
Really? Oh, I would only go over there for what did I shop over there? Not Nordstrom. It was oh gosh, I can't remember what's all the way on the right over there, but I would park over there. I can't think of what it is. But anyways,
J.C. Penney's.
Probably wherever I had a credit card when I was younger, I was like, yes, $400 limit. So every single time. So, I mean, it took a long time, I guess, for other people to barely make it home because 10 years later, they finally realized how dirty the restaurant was. And I remember having the news, like there was like cockroaches. Okay, first of all, I'm not going to say I get it, but I get it because of all the sugar, orange juice and all that.
Ew.
They love that kind of stuff. But they must have probably just like fell into the shake. They're like, she'll be fine.
You know what, though? I don't think like... In all reality, it's not the cockroach making you shit your pants. It's like the mold growing in those machines.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Not to make you even sicker, but
no, that's great.
What did you eat at the food court, Bestie?
I wasn't thinking about it because I got distracted by that story.
Sorry,
but no, I would change it like every time. So,
really?
Yeah.
No, I always got Chinese food.
I would get Chinese. I would get a slice of pizza. I would get McDonald's. I would get Subway, whatever.
Yeah.
Pretzel.
Ooh, yeah, I would hit up Annie's Pretzels.
Do they have the Cinnabon?
Or the cookie place.
The cookie place, that's what it was, the cookie place.
Yeah. Get in, what was that cookie place, Mrs. Fields?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just get one giant cookie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How many people worldwide celebrate Christmas?
I don't know. 40 billion.
I'm going to guess double that. I
don't know. 2.3 billion worldwide.
We were way off.
Which is 31.2%. I thought it was going to be a lot more as well. That's why I'm asking.
There's like 3 billion people in the U.S. alone. Probably more than that. Probably like 6 billion.
Regarding belief in Santa Claus, this is an old survey, though, so they must not have done this in a long time. It's from 2008, so I'm sure there's a lot
that's a
here.
long time ago.
Long time ago. A survey found that 38% of American households encourage the belief in Santa. I also felt like that's low. Yes.
Well, back then I think that might be a low number. Now I don't.
You know what? And then, like, a lot of people talk about, like, stop making your good gifts from Santa.
I have heard that.
You know?
Yes.
Like, don't let Santa give the kids a PlayStation. Let Santa give a new winter coat and some boots or, you know?
Some jeans
and
or
maybe
a
a
dress.
board game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
A
not
book.
the... And I would yell at my sister about that. I'm like, why are you letting him take credit for all the good shit?
Yeah.
And then you're giving him socks. And he's like, oh, thanks, Mom. You got me socks.
Yeah.
The reasoning I've seen behind that is then kids go to school and say, oh, Santa got me a PlayStation.
Well,
you know?
that
and
also.
then, Santa gave me a pair of socks.
And why didn't Santa give me a PlayStation. I was a good kid, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I remember one time that Santa gave me an opal ring and the opal fell out and I was just like, man, Santa doesn't love me.
Those damn elves. They don't
What
know
a
how
childhood.
They don't know how to make anything. I know me and you have talked about what we got in our stockings.
Have we?
Yeah.
Remind me.
Oranges, chocolate, fruit, nuts.
I always did get chocolate.
Yeah.
Did I get fruit and nuts?
Did you get fruit and nuts? We got oranges
I know for sure
and
I
nuts.
always got chocolate.
We got chocolate and candy canes, I think, in ours. That's what ours was, chocolate and candy canes.
I have to say our stockings were pretty good.
And
Like
then,
we would get like lifesavers and chocolate squares.
maybe some
and-
lifesavers.
Yeah.
And then once we were older, my mom would do like makeup in there and
Yeah.
stuff. Makeup, chapstick, whatever.
Yes.
My grandma would always get us the lifesaver books, remember?
Yeah.
And it would come with 5 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Do they make them anymore? I know they had them like a couple years
do,
ago.
But it's only one side of the book now. Or you get gummy lifesavers.
Oh, yeah.
Because I buy it for the kids every year. I still buy them every
it's a staple.
year. It is, yeah. And I'm like, how cheap are they now? They can't give you 10 rolls of lifesavers. You only get 5. And nobody wants the butter rum. Except for Meredith.
I would take the butter.
I love the butter rum. You knew I was going to say that,
Y'all are
right?
gross. Yeah, I did. We've talked about it before. I'm like, if I get it again, I'm giving it to you.
I looked up top stocking stuffers, so candy and treats, chocolate bars, candy canes, bags of cookies, gourmet hot cocoa mix.
Oh.
Mini games and toys like Rubik's Cube, fidget toys, fidgets. That's
I
a
always
big
put
one,
a Hot
right?
Wheels in my kids.
Hot Wheels.
My kids
Card
always get
games
a
like
Hot Wheels
Uno.
car.
Yeah, that's so good. Personal care items like lip balm, mini lotions, hand sanitizer. I feel like I'm the travel size person
I'll
to put.
put bath bombs in there or like
Oh,
the little
that's
bath
awesome.
paint for them.
I try not to put stuff that people won't use in it. Like, I will never use a bath bomb, but that's just me.
Right,
if I know other
right.
people take baths.
My kids are obsessed with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Stationery is another one. Fun pens, notepads, stickers, small planners. With technology now, though, I'm not sure. You know.
Yeah.
So
stickers.
gift cards.
Remember when we used to have our
gift
sticker
cards.
books? Did you guys have
Oh,
sticker
yes.
books?
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
You didn't have a sticker
That was
book?
big. That was big.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No.
And you would have
It's,
pages of the smelly stickers or the puffy stickers
or
or the
the,
sparkly ones.
How about the ones that had the little fur on them? They were
Yeah.
like, what? I don't know
Yes.
what those
Like
were called,
felt.
but felt.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I never had a
Yes.
sticker book.
Yes. We had sticker books.
It says socks and accessories, which would be like
Yes.
socks,
My
gloves,
mom would
keychains.
do socks too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom still does socks, even for like our birthdays.
Yeah.
My birthday
My
falls close to
mother-in-law
Halloween.
always gives us
so
socks for
I
Christmas.
love it.
Everyone gets socks.
I
love
usually
it.
buy Johnny socks
Me
and
too.
underwear for Christmas, and I noticed he has 2 unopened packs of socks. So I was like, I guess you don't need socks this year.
Yeah. We're
The
good.
underwear he's gone through. The socks still sitting there.
Trending ideas is tech gadgets, so phone chargers, earbuds, cable organizers. Wellness items, scented candles, essential oil rollers, or mini massagers. Those massagers are really popular,
Yeah.
right? Not the mini, but like the ones for runners, and you know they have the what
I
are they called? The
wonder
Gun,
why.
guns.
massage
oh my
gun,
God.
yes.
I wonder
Yes, the
why.
massage. Stop it. Sustainable options. This is a children's episode.
Sorry.
No, it's not. Sustainable options like reusable.
They're like, my mom has a mini massager.
passed
It's in
that
her
in the first 2
nightstand right
minutes.
by her bed.
God, terrible.
And now it's definitely out the window.
18
No. All these kids are like, yeah, my mom has one too.
Reusable straws. They're saying sustainable options, reusable straws, beeswax wraps, and eco-friendly utensils. Never done that.
Yeah,
No.
no, that's not going in
No. My kids
No.
would be like, thanks, but no thanks. Foodie treats like gourmet spices, tiny jars of jam, or craft hot sauces.
You know what I've given before, and it's always been a hit, is flavored salt.
Do you know what I just used for all my baking was the bourbon vanilla that you gave me.
Ooh.
You just reminded me of that. I wanted to tell you that.
Yeah.
I have I'm gonna have to ask for it for Christmas next year because my
Yeah.
bottle's half gone.
Well,
which
you know,
means I used half of it.
Yeah.
you
this
can
year.
just add more bourbon to it.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
When you like
We just
drinking
keep it on the counter.
and then a
Yes.
little bit for the bottle. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We did this a lot. Craft kits, do-it-yourself ornaments, painting sets, like mini painting
Yeah.
sets, bracelet making kits. We did those little beads. What are those called? Something beads where you iron them. Like they put them on the for some reason I'm keep like furba beans, but that's not what
Furba beans.
Nice Chianti.
Nice Chianti. I know what you're talking about, though. You would put them on the grid.
Oh, they're the little teeny
yes.
tiny beads.
Oh my, perler beans.
Yes.
Perler beads.
Fervor beans.
Fervor beans. I can't.
I'm terrible. Pop culture merchandise like keychains, pins, small items from favorite TV shows or games. Like last year, I found Julia a what are those dot paint? Here we go again with the dot paint ones, but it was for friends.
The diamond painting.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
I want to do one of those.
And I think we did like gingerbread houses and stuff too, like little mini gingerbread houses. Those are always fun.
I like the paint by numbers.
Yes.
You do them and you're like doing it and you're like, this looks like shit. And then you're done and you're like, that's amazing.
Do you remember when we painted at your house?
Our Bob Ross?
Yes, we did a Bob Ross session and we all painted.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm sitting there and I'm like, this looks terrible. This looks terrible.
By the way, Meredith was the best.
All of ours. We were like, oh, this looks terrible. It was mountains and you know how Bob Ross is. And then we would all back up and we'd be like, oh my God, this looks amazing.
Not so bad.
Yeah.
Especially since we did not have the right utensils.
We should have gotten that in our stockings first. And then, but that was fun. That was a very fun time.
So hard.
I've done a couple sips in paints.
Yeah, we did. That's what ours was. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was a sip and paint.
You know who had a lot of them last year was Aeon Gallery. Kristen had them. She hosted a lot of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those are fun. So what's your favorite memory with kids or when you were younger as just the whole holiday season? I know I'm throwing you off. I have to think about this too.
So not like a specific memory, like one specific time, but just every Christmas or holiday at my grandma's, all the cousins, you know, my dad has 7 sisters and 4 brothers and, you know, there's a lot. So there's a lot of cousins. I think I have like 30 first cousins on that side. So every holiday it was like crammed into grandma's house and everyone would kind of have to find a place to eat. So most of the older cousins, all the little kids would usually have to sit at the table, but the older cousins, and when I'm saying older, I mean, I don't think I was 10 years old yet, but we would sit on the stairs, like going all the way up the stairs, sit there with our plates on our lap and eating our meal.
Oh.
So just thinking about that.
Amazing. What about you?
Okay. I don't know.
So mine actually is now.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoy the holidays now. Like, yes, I loved it when the kids were younger, but I remember always being tired, right? Because you're, you know, doing stuff at night and, you know, you'd wake up the next day and you'd be exhausted. And then as a kid, I can't remember because I have that block or whatever.
Yeah.
So my memories of Christmas are now. Like I love when like everyone's here and everyone's home or we have our cookie baking or because for some reason as an adult, I'm just enjoying it so much more than I ever have. I love decorating. I love turning the lights on. You know, I just love all of that. So now is my time to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my favorite. I don't know.
I know it's tough, right?
It's like the year I got my bike was pretty
yeah.
freaking awesome, you know?
Is that because of freedom? Like you were free to go?
I don't know. I flipped right over the handlebars the first time I rode it.
Of course you did.
Right into a snowbank. No brakes. Just, you know, but that was also the year that I found out this, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
Santa was.
Tough. Yeah.
So it's like, is that a good memory?
Right.
You know,
I
like,
know.
It is.
I know.
It is. But I always loved, like, we would have Christmas at home. You know, we'd get up, open presents, whatever, and then we'd get dressed and we'd go to grandma's, just like you. And the cousins would be there, aunts and uncles, which we don't have that big of a family, but, you know, it was always nice. And maybe sometimes great grandma and great grandpa came up from Florida for Christmas time and we'd see them.
Nice.
Or, all right, I just figured it out. My favorite.
She had to talk through it.
I had to talk through it.
Okay. Yeah.
The year we went to Florida for Christmas.
Oh,
yeah.
Perfect.
And I got to go swimming.
Right.
And we got Barbies. And like, that was my favorite. Yep.
So that was, you know, obviously the one side of the family. We would always have to go to both when I was really young. And then when I got older, we had to go to both. But in between, it was just my one side of the family, just my dad's side. So when we would go to my mom's side of the family, Christmas was always in the basement. They had a finished basement with a bar, and my uncle has a jukebox down there, and he would always play like Beach Boys Christmas album, and we would all just, the kids be down there dancing and listening to that, and I thought it was so cool.
That is a
jukebox
good
in the
memory.
basement,
That's a good memory.
I think for me, I was always sick as a kid. So we'd go to my dad's side on Christmas Eve and then maybe somewhere on my mom's side on Christmas Day. And I just remember always being sick. So that's why I enjoy it now. Although I did have COVID a couple years ago and had to stay home for Christmas. But I mean, at least I was home with my husband because he had it too.
Yeah.
At least I had somebody to be miserable with.
I don't remember being sick on Christmas, but I do remember the reason I'll never eat a pizza puff, and that was Thanksgiving. Night before Thanksgiving, I ate a pizza puff and I got food poisoning. Couldn't eat anything on Thanksgiving.
That happened to me one Easter, the day before I got something, and I was just miserable. My parents used to have 60-ish of my dad's side at their house every year, and I remember I just slept through it in bed. I came out, once and just sat in the living room to say hi to everybody, but it was miserable.
Yeah.
It's like those are the longest days, aren't they?
Yeah. When you're sick.
Well, this was fun. Anything to add about Christmas, Santa, all that fun stuff? Popo Gigio.
I was just going to say it.
I wish I could recite that whole thing.
I know.
What's your favorite thing to do now for Christmas?
Ooh, I got to think about that one.
Well, I enjoy, like we talked about earlier, doing the Elf on a Shelf for my kids.
Yeah.
My daughter's she just goes absolutely nuts for it. And then I love our cookie bake day.
Yeah.
It's one of my absolute
Yeah.
favorite holiday things. I look forward to it so much.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We should probably share.
shoots.
I was just going to say we should probably share that on Clopen. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Are you going to put a star over Bestie's face or?
No. Did we share them last year?
I don't remember.
I don't know. But we've had
That
how
was
many
so
years
long
have we
ago.
done that photo shoots?
I was just going to say 4 or 5.
Yeah,
at
it's
least.
fun.
Easy.
We did like Ice Princesses one
Well,
year.
we definitely did 2019, right?
Yeah.
So
When was your youngest born?
21.
Yeah, we did that too.
Yeah.
Because he was a little baby.
That's right.
That's the year we did the Ice Princesses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So much fun.
Yeah.
What was the
Cool.
question?
What's your favorite thing about Christmas now?
I'm gonna go with that too.
Yeah. Cookie baking day?
I think so.
Yeah.
And of course, my son coming home.
Yeah.
So that all of us are home.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still enjoy waking up with them in the morning on Christmas and just kind of, we still take turns. Everyone opens their gifts and goes around in a circle, even though they're adults.
Aw.
And we just, every time someone opens it, we clap. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
Next. Who's next?
I
I
always
do love it.
I buy shit for grandma and then I always put from Santa on it.
Mhm.
Because she
Yeah.
would always be like, "Oh, Santa left some stuff here," when we were little. So, yeah.
My husband really enjoys the holidays, and I think it's fun to watch him enjoy it.
Yeah.
He loves
He loves
it.
to gift.
He
Yeah,
loves
he
to
does.
gift.
Yeah.
He just loves, I think his parents were like that, or maybe his dad would really love the holiday. He loves
Yeah.
everything about every holiday.
Yeah.
Like this year, he had to help me,
Yes.
decorate and stuff.
Right.
He just was so excited to put
Yeah.
the lights up and let's do this tree. And we have fun things that we talk about. Like you cannot put an artificial tree up without fluffing it. So that's the big thing. Like you
Yeah.
must fluff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this fluffed enough? We just have fun
Yeah.
with it. I think that's probably why I enjoy it so much, because I love watching someone else have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
It's neat.
It is
my
probably
favorite
the
joy
best.
is other people's joy.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Especially this season.
Yeah. To watch
Especially-
somebody else enjoy it so much.
Mhm.
Or you get them something that or maybe you don't know if they're really going to like it,
Yeah.
and they get so excited about it. Oh my
Yes.
God, it's the best.
But then don't make me open anything in front of you because I don't want you to see my reaction because I just don't have a reaction.
Have you ever
I'll
opened a
just get
gift?
nervous and like,
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
ever opened a gift where you're like, oh no?
I don't think I've ever opened
Yeah.
anything that I didn't like,
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
but I just don't have that much of a reaction regardless.
Yeah.
I'm just not a very,
I've said it here
I don't
before, and I'll
show
say it
my-
again. My aunt once said you could give Cass a piece of shit wrapped up, and she'd be like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah. I love that smell. It's amazing.
I would never, I would never want somebody to feel bad for something that they gave me. So,
Mhm. I do cherish all my gifts.
yeah,
I do.
I do too.
somebody
Yeah.
thought, took the time,
Right.
thought about it.
Yes.
Even if it's like a generic gift, I'm just like, they
Mhm.
thought of me.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
think
that
I
matters.
especially love our gift exchange because
Yeah.
it really does say you thought about
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Well, we each
Like the
usually do
ornaments
something personalized.
We do.
Yeah.
And yet it's like kind of the same because we want all of us, you know, to match. We like to match.
Matchy.
With our little crossover bags.
I know. I got to go get you one now because you didn't get yourself one.
I know. Yeah.
I was just thinking that today. I was looking at it. And I was like, oh, I should probably go get Bestie one.
Just wait for them to go clearance.
Good.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
She wasn't going to talk, but I'm so glad she came.
Is it time to put your shoes out for St. Nick?
Tomorrow night. December 5th.
Oh, well,
I'll
you'll be listening too late.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. If we leave our shoes here, will we get
do
anything?
celebrate St. Nick still. Yeah, I didn't look up the background of that, the history of St. Nick.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to talk about it next week.
Absolutely. We absolutely can. We have a great time.
Yeah.
And actually, I have some friends that do it, and it's neat to me because when I was younger, no one did it.
No.
They had no idea.
I have one friend that does it.
Yeah.
I think you're the only one I ever knew that did it. Like, I didn't even know about it until I met you.
And I have learned that other people do it only because of the internet, like Facebook, socials.
Oh.
And I was like,
that's why my
you do
one
it as
friend
well?
Does it. My one friend only does it because of socials, and it's more just like a...
Well, I have done it from day one. Like,
Yeah.
And I think my parents did it too, or maybe my mom's family.
Yeah.
My mom has always carried on those traditions, and now we do it as well.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Julia's boyfriend's here tonight because he's a day off because he has to work on the 6th. So he was like, I looked at him, I go, it's not the 5th. And he was like, oh, shoot. He thought it was like 4th to the 5th.
He's like,
I'm like,
it.
sorry.
Well, I'm just going to leave my boots here.
Yeah, he is. He'll leave something. The first year that he started dating Julia, he learned that we did it. And he came and he had like 8 pairs.
Oh, my God.
I think I remember that Snapchat.
That's so funny.
It's very fun.
And you're like, one's candy in each shoe.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of fun with it. And I know some families only do St. Nick because maybe they concentrate on going to church or doing something different on Christmas. So they do St. Nick, but we do both because we just love gifting.
We love gifting.
And we like all those traditions.
And like
so
St.
that's
Nick
fun.
is like a lot of fun. It's like a second stocking.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. You can get the chocolates or just the chargers and all that kind of fun stuff. So I thought maybe Steve would come down here and talk about this, but I'm going to tell the story. I probably won't tell it as good. But maybe we can end with this one unless you think of something else. But so his family always celebrated Christmas on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day they would relax. Santa always visited on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Always. Oh. And it was someone in the family, and the kids all took turns taking pictures, and it's really a cool tradition. And they've always done it. And then my kids, it was just neat. And different uncles or cousins as they got older, you were kind of voted when you showed up to the house, right? So Steve said the only thing that he wished they would do was that they wouldn't share beards because Christmas Eve was a fun party night for everyone. So you would go to put the beard on from the following year and there'd be like Bloody Mary stains on the beard, or it would smell like liquor.
Like bourbon.
Yeah.
Like nobody threw some softener on this and swished it in the sink for a little bit.
You don't really care, I guess, about the soup, but the beer was really, so I thought he was going to come down and share that, but I didn't. I probably didn't do it justice.
Oh, that's so funny though.
But that was a fun tradition.
Oh, sure, yeah, I'll dress up as Santa. And you're like,
who
wore this last year?
Why is it salty in my mouth?
I know. Yeah, very fun. Very, very fun.
That's
so
good.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
Amazing. This was so much fun. I love talking about this kind of stuff.
I know. I love the holidays.
Yeah, same.
I wish it could be the holidays always, but then we wouldn't like it.
No.
I know. I always think about that. Can't it be Christmas year round? Or a holiday year round,
I just
whatever.
Would like maybe 2 days of Christmas, 2 days of Thanksgiving, each of the holidays to last 2 days.
I wish there was more time between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because then after Christmas, you're just like, great, it's February for 84 years.
People that celebrate Hanukkah do it right then, right? Because they do a few days in a row.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sons of guns.
Oh, maybe we need to bring
We're
that
going
in.
Jewish. We're doing it.
We're celebrating it all.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. All right.
Talk to you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Papa Gigio.
Papa Gigio.